What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're watching Disney Bunked Was Weird. Now I feel like that's a crazy take, but hey, let's see.
Alright, so somehow, after 9 years, the Disney Channel original series Bunked has finally come to an end. Bunked was kind of like Disney Channel's like Grey's Anatomy or ER or something, where like the cast would just dramatically change for no reason. But after 161 episodes and 400 cast changes, the longest running DCOS of all time has finally ended. And I haven't done a Disney Channel show in a while, so I figured it was about time, you know? However, before I talk about Bunked, we have to go all the way back to 2015 and talk about Jessie. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN is
I did not know he was gonna promo this. Right?
Like weird, strict content censoring laws.
Whoa. Nah, man. I'm too small for a free promo. Just having that.
And get this, want to pitch in on one subscription? That means you get all.
Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna mute it. Alright, let's go.
Some years ago, I made a video about the beginning of the show, and now here we are again. So, the final episode of Jessie starts off with the usual hilarious antics.
I'm going back to sleep.
You haven't even done the dishes.
That one's done.
Heh. Now, in case you forgot or didn't know in the first place, Jessie is about this girl from a military base in Texas who rebels against her dad and moves to New York City hoping to be like an actor or something. And then with no other options, she becomes a nanny for these two big movie producers and their 4 kids.
It's like I'm going out for breakfast. Who's with me?
I thought you had an early audition.
Oh, that was yesterday. For the role of a pathetic, struggling actress who can't catch a break. That sounds soup's perfect for you. You would think. But the director said I was too real, and it made him too sad.
You know, this reminds me of those like movies and TV shows or whatever where it's like, oh hey guys, I'm just a relatably down on her luck frumpy dumpy girl. Sure hope my dreams magically come true one day. But then it's like Scarlett Johansson or Anne Hathaway or something, you know, and it's like, wow, she's just like me.
Hey guys! Oh. Come here! Oh, I missed you! Oh, so sorry. Bonnie, not now. I'm home with my kids.
So the mom comes home from work because the dad and Jessie just like completely disappears for no reason. He's literally in 4 episodes of season 1 and then he never shows up ever again. Some say he's still standing in line for cigarettes at 7-Eleven to this very day. Anyway, so we find out that the mom is producing this movie based on a book that the kids are like obsessed with.
How did you get the new Tournament of Scepters book?
It's an advanced copy. Your dad and I are producing a movie of the first book.
You are producing Tournament of Scepters? Have you met the novelist, Mr. Robert R.J. Roberts?
Yeah, of course.
Oh boy, can't wait for these kids to make these books their entire personality well into their 30s. I'm just a Hufflepuff looking for her Ravenclaw. Shut up, please read literally any other book, I am begging you. Now Luke over here, you see, like he's way too cool for all this fantasy book nonsense, you know what I mean?
Are you guys geeking out about that Nerd Fest of Scepters garbage again?
It involves raiding. Therefore, you would not understand.
I understand that every fan of those books is gonna die alone and get eaten by their cats.
You know, people always say stuff like this, like some kind of gotcha insult thing, you know, where it's like, oh, your life's just gonna be all alone with your video games and your books and your cats. Like, you're gonna wake up one day and be like, ah, shucks, I spent my whole life doing stuff I enjoy. Whoops. But of course, turns out Luke actually totally loves these books, okay? He's just been pretending this whole time.
Can't believe Sylvan Skyslayer was eaten by the Wolf King of Cavernia.
What? Sylvan Skyslayer is dead? Then who's gonna take his seat at the Fire Council?
You read the books?
You read?
Why would you judge us for being fans when you were secretly a fan yourself?
I don't want people to think about me the way I think about you two.
I feel like this might have some kind of allegory to real life in some way. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. Now, while this is all going on, the mom is starting to realize that all these years with Jessie have gone by, and Jessie knows her kids way better than she does, and her kids like Jessie way more than they like her.
So my plan is to make each ball a planet in the solar system.
One word, lasers. And we'll get people to play the planets and we'll set them up all over.
Mom, I don't want you to pay people to be in my project.
Oh, honey, we don't pay them. They're interns.
I think I'm just gonna have Jessie help me.
But of course, work gets in the way, and the mom doesn't really know much of anything about the kids, and eventually the butler guy just kind of lays it all out there.
I promised Suri that I'd be back to help her with that.
It wouldn't be the first time you promised the kids you'd be there and then you weren't.
Okay, look, I know that I work a lot, But I want the kids to have everything they want.
I think the thing they want most of all is their mother.
And so the mom pulls a few strings and gets Jesse a role in the new movie she talked about earlier, so that Jesse will be too busy in Hollywood to take care of the kids, thus forcing them to hang out with their mom, which is incredibly sad when you just lay it all out there like that.
Guess what? I just got Jesse a part in the Tournament of Scepters movie.
What? What? Hey, how did you manage that?
I just showed the director your acting reel.
Oh, and he liked it?
No.
Oh.
But I'm a producer, so I insisted.
And so Jessie gets whisked away to Hollywood to be in this movie, where she meets the author of the book, who is a very normal individual.
How do you pronounce these 3 pages?
Can't believe you don't speak the language of the Bat Warriors. Have you even read the pronunciation index in book 1?
Actually, since this job came up so fast, I haven't read any of the books.
You know, probably the most unbelievable part of this show is that the author of the books would be in charge of the movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's here directing everything as if there wouldn't be like 4 other producers in his ear the whole time being like, hey, so we need to give the villain more of a tragic backstory so all the evil stuff he does doesn't seem too evil, you know, or else the kids on Twitter are gonna think we're glorifying it for some reason. So, long story short, the other kids can't stand being around their moms so much. Parents, am I right?
Okay, I definitely need Jessie. Mom is leaving on business, and I know she means well, but I also know she won't be back in time.
Meanwhile, that lucky Jessie gets to be on the set of Tournament of Scepters.
I know, I'm Soup's jelly.
Soup's jelly?
Like, stop.
Okay, Disney Channel. Fine, go ahead.
Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking?
And so somehow they just go to Hollywood? Like, the kids just go there from New York City in like, what, 20 minutes? I feel like the show's kind of glossing over a few details here.
That was a challenging hike. Awesome!
I can't believe we're about to witness the Battle of Fang Mountain.
Luke, may I borrow your field glasses for a moment?
Oh yeah, also the movie's being filmed right below the Hollywood side. The kids just fly to Hollywood on like a Concorde jet, apparently. They evade the cops and the guard dogs and climb up the razor wire to watch the movie being filmed. All the kids in like Kentucky watch this episode are like, wow, I didn't know LA was 300 square feet. Anyway, so the kids start to fall off the H of the Hollywood sign. Jesse hears them screaming because again, LA is such a tiny, small, tight-knit little town, you know? And then the mom shows up.
If those are my kids, I have to help them.
Jessie, where are my children?
So they are here. Holy Hollywood, they're on the H! And they're about to fall.
Oh, just want to remind you all that New York to LA nonstop is a 6-hour flight, by the way. Oh man, my kids are missing. Quick, let me just scoot across the country real quick and see what's going on. But so Jesse heroically saves the day with a prop crossbow and the kids are all fine. The author guy is so impressed with Jesse that he hires her to star in a new TV show he's producing, unrelated to the books that he wrote that he's making a movie about, because apparently they're just letting anyone do anything these days? Like McGee, who's still making movies somehow?
Miss Prescott, that was breathtaking. You are exactly what I'm looking for. Maternal, yet fierce. An Earth mother who can also kick butt. I'm about to shoot a new TV show out here about a nanny by day, superhero by night.
And so the very end of the show, the mom realizes that she's missing out on all these years of her kids' lives, and since Jesse's gonna be gone for good, because, you know, the show's totally gonna get picked up and renewed for 3 seasons, obviously, she decides to retool her job and work-life balance and stuff so she can finally spend some real time with her own kids. You know what? Now that all my kids are like 15 or so, I think it's about time I start being a mom. And that's how Jessie ends. Now, in the same year, 2015, Disney Channel also debuted a brand new show called Bunked.
Dead serious? Forgot this was about Bunked. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he got so into like the context of Jessie that I forgot this was about Bunked.
This show originally was a spin-off / sequel to Jessie, in that it's about the kids from Jessie going to summer camp.
See, now I thought that, but I didn't know that. I thought it was about them going, but I didn't know it was about them going.
Excuse me, sir. Can you have these delivered to my room?
Jeez, you don't shave your legs for 1 month and suddenly you're a sir.
Oh, Oh, if you only knew how things were gonna be in 2024. Thank goodness you don't have slightly wide shoulders or a visible jawline, or you would never hear the end of it. But like I said, the kids are here for summer camp, which is kind of hilarious because the ending of Jessie is about how the mom realizes she needs to spend more time with her kids, and then immediately after she sends them away to summer camp. Just like, 4 kids? Not enough wine in the world, am I right? So Emma's here to be a camp counselor, Ravi is here as a counselor in training, and Zuri's just here for camp, right? But Luke is just too busy being in his own Disney XD show, just leaving your family behind. I see how it is.
Hazel, these are the Rosses. I met your parents right here when we were 16. Your dad was a stone cold fox.
What if you never did that again? So we come to find out that Gladys over here, who's like in charge of the camp or whatever, she used to have a huge crush on their dad, who's totally definitely coming back from getting those cigarettes any day now, okay? And she hates their mom for stealing him away or whatever.
My aunt's always talking about your mom. She hates her.
With every bone in my body, including my artificial hip. I loved your father, but your mom stole him from me. Plus the title of best counselor and any chance I ever had at having a happy life.
Now this whole thing is kind of foreshadowing for later when Emma runs into this guy, Xander. Like,
oh yeah, and then she likes him, but the other girl likes him too.
Of course his name is Xander. Why wouldn't it be?
Whoa! That Soup's cute guy is here, and you led with mud dabs?
Again, she's still saying Soups. It's getting annoying.
Where did that wind come from?
Oh, also, sorry, this girl here is Lou, who's in charge of training Emma on how to be a counselor, and she's also very normal.
Welcome! I'm Lou, camp counselor and head woodchuck in charge.
I'm Emma. I'd hug you back, but you just separated my shoulder.
Oops, my bad. We'll make you a slinging arts and crafts.
Oh, this is gonna be a great show, I can tell. Anyway, so the first episode of Bunked is mostly about this camp called Kikiwaka, not to be confused with Lake Titicaca, which is very fun to say.
Why is it very fun to say, huh? Why is it very fun to say, Alex Myers? Huh? Why is that very fun to say to you?
Kikiwaka! Kikiwaka!
Okay, this is a cult.
We pay homage to Kikiwaka, the giant, ravenous demon beast who roams these woods.
The Keeker Whackers! And then we also get to meet all the new characters, like Ravi meets Xander. And also this kid, Jorge.
I once had a 23-minute fart. That's why the aliens abducted me. I'm special.
Let me guess. The aliens probed you?
They just invited me for brunch. You're weird.
And then there's Tiffany, Emma and Zuri's new bunkmate.
Which they painted as the typical Asian child, by the way. Like, immersed her in books and violin and whatnot.
I'm studying for the National Spelling Bee.
Like,
if I don't win, my mom won't let me come home.
You know, this is all played off for laughs here on the show, but like the number of times Tiffany says this kind of stuff about her mom is like really disturbing.
Tiffany, aren't you scared of the Kikiwaka? Nope. Nothing's scarier than my mom if I don't get an A.
No, I agree with her on nothing scarier than my mom. Except for Jesus Christ. But, you know, because fear God. You know what I'm saying? But that's just crazy. I feel like they're painting the image that Asian girls all have to be scared of.
Because if
or Asian kids in general.
we don't win Best Cabin, then I can win Best Camper. And if I don't win Best Camper, I won't get into Harvard, which means I won't get into Harvard Medical School, which will kill my mother.
Anyway, so, like I said, Emma and Xander hit things
None of that correlates
off really well, but Gladys's niece Hazel wants Xander for herself. So she sends a message to Emma pretending to be Xander, telling her to sneak out that night and meet him at the spot.
Xander sent me a text.
Doesn't she like trap her and so just
It's on paper.
I think that's called a note.
He wants me to sneak out tonight and meet him at the spot.
Ooh, wee. The spot is the place in the woods where the kids go to, you know.
horrible display.
Get electrocuted?
But when she and Zuri go there, they hear some strange noises that totally definitely must be one of them Keeker whackers.
Would you please go back to the cabin?
Not happening. I don't know what's more toxic, Tiffany's attitude or what I left in that toilet.
What?
Do you think it's the Kiki Waka?
But then Xander hears about what happened and he goes to save them with some of the other kids. And long story short, they all come together and scare the monster away.
Okay, nah. Genuinely, he's bugging for that.
the fat kid farted. And then the episode ends with Xander singing the show's theme song with one single chord on his guitar. Because of course he plays the guitar. Heaven forbid we have a hot guy with literally any other hobby, you know? Why can't we have a guy who looks like this and then he's like, oh hey Emma, check out my Beyblades. So 7 seasons later, 9 years have passed, okay? I'm like, oh hey Emma, check out my Beyblades. So 7 seasons later, 9 years have passed, okay? And like I said, the entire cast ends up getting replaced by the end of season 3. Everyone except Lou over here. At the end of season 2, all the cabins burned down. And the beginning of season 3, find out that Gladys ran away with the insurance money. So the kid's mom buys the camp so they can fix it up however they want. And then at the end of season 3, they sell it to Lou, and she becomes the main character of the show after all the Ross kids leave. So seasons 1 through 5 are about Camp Kikiwaka. And then seasons 6 and 7 are about Lou and a few other characters moving to Wyoming to start the Kikiwaka Ranch, which is another summer camp they set up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't like how it just like changed so suddenly to like some country camp type thing. It just was so weird because it just switched over so fast.
For some reason. Which of course brings us to the final episode of Bunked.
The last day of camp, can you smell it? The energy, the excitement.
I'm also smelling a gas leak.
No, we're pointing out new smells.
Hey, how's wedding prep going, Parker?
Oh, great. I paid the caterers extra.
Wait a minute, isn't that the dude from Zombies? This is what you've been doing this whole time? Anyway, so then we get reunited with all the relatable teens from earlier seasons.
Well, how are things back at Maine? Are you all holding down the fort at Camp Kikiwaka? Mateo, why haven't you applied to be a counselor? You'd be so great at it.
No offense, but middle management isn't my style. Real power is wielded in the shadows. Plus, I'm too busy at MIT.
The willpower is living in the shadows. Like, shut up.
Ian.
Wait, what? Oh, hey guys, sorry, I'm just so busy being the relatable 14-year-old going to MIT. You know how it is.
I'm loving city life. I got a driver's license and I have something called uncontrollable road rage.
I'm loving like this. I'm saying like, what are we all about?
You know, no offense to the original cast, but like just watching the last episode here with no context, these kids are way funnier than the Jesse kids. Anyway, so this episode is kind of a big reunion, apparently, for a bunch of kids who have no idea how to dress for summer camp. like in the first episode, everyone looks like camp counselors, right? But then like now here we are at friggin' Paris Fashion Week. Why would you dress like this for summer camp, you know? Like, my dude, how have you not died from heat stroke yet?
How you feeling about today, Parker?
A little nervous.
Don't worry, I'm tracking Victoria's phone. If she runs for the train station, I am on it.
No, I'm nervous because I have to ask Lou about opening Camp Kikiwaka year-round. If she's on board, I won't be back next summer.
So this guy, Parker, is getting married to this girl, Victoria, and the whole camp is trying to come together for this wedding. Because, you know, there's nothing more romantic than some good old P&V, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, the big problem, though, as we learn throughout the episode, is that after everyone leaves when summer ends, none of them are coming back. Like, these guys are already gone. They're just back for this episode. This guy gets a deal with a food company, and then this guy has his own dreams coming true.
You're not coming back either? Oh, I'm going to Juilliard's summer theater program next year.
What? I'm very happy for you. I apologize, but like, I'm going to MIT. Oh yeah, I got accepted to Juilliard. Like, who are these kids? Can't we have one kid who goes to the in-state community college or something? So like I said, everyone's leaving and they're scared to tell Lou because, you know, she's been like a mother to them all these years.
Hey, Lou. I need to talk to you about something important.
Uh-oh, I was afraid this might happen. Look, cold feet on your wedding day is totally normal, but the fact that Victoria agreed to marry you in the first place is a miracle.
Can we just take...
Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Take a moment to appreciate how absurdly normal Lou is now. Like, remember back in the first episode?
Welcome! I'm Lou, camp counselor and head woodchuck in charge.
This is like the most insane personality glow up of all time. But anyway, so part of the episode is about everyone trying to tell Lou that they're not coming back next year. And then the rest of it is about like wedding preparations and all that.
But I was going to ask what you all got Parker and Victoria for their wedding gift.
We have to get them a gift?
Duh. If you don't get them a wedding gift, you won't be invited on the honeymoon.
You go on people's honeymoons?
Yeah. It's super weird.
Man, this one episode is already funnier than like all of Jesse combined. Anyway, so Lou is kind of upset about all this because everyone else gets to go to Ivy League schools and live their dreams and leave and whatever. But she's always just kind of stuck here running the camp all this time.
Lou, is everything okay? Oh, yeah. I'm just headed up to the top of this mountain to scream into the void and see if the void screams back. You guys hitting slopes? Everyone is leaving. Everyone always leaves. Campers grow up, counselors move on, and I'm the only one who stays.
And then it's finally time for the wedding. There's like a baby cow there and a big dance number because of course there is. And Lou realizes that helping kids grow up is rewarding or something.
When I came to camp, I was an intense, perfectionist, overly ambitious kid. And now I'm an intense, perfectionist, overly ambitious adult.
And Lou, you and the camp gave me the confidence I needed to pursue my dreams. Even when it was hard, it's given me friendship.
Look at you. I'm sorry.
That I know will keep supporting me, no matter what.
And pretty much that's more or less the end of the show. And with the show ending, the final tie back to the golden age of Disney Channel has also been severed, because Raven's Home ended last year, and this show started with the Jessie kids, and Debbie Ryan started on Sweet Life on Deck, which was a spin-off of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which was right during the like mid-aughts High School Musical golden era of Disney Channel. And now, it's all over. So yeah, that's more or less a very truncated look at the longest running Disney Channel show of all time, Bunk'd. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. So click on...
Alright, Jen, just give me a minute. We're gonna... Scene one's got the video. Ready? 3, 2... Hey guys, alright, you heard them. If you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.